Okay, Dan Man here. We're going to do a lesson on your bar chords. These are going to be your 12 major bar chords. I'm going to do them both positions, the E bar position and the A bar position. And if you don't know what that means, go back to the database and search on what E bar and A bar positions are. But real quick, like explanation is the E bar is all the bar chords that are based off of the E position. It's like doing an E chord, but I'm going to use my first finger as a bar, and these are all first. It's E bar first position, E bar second fret, E bar third fret, and then an A bar is an A chord. But then we use our first finger as a bar, and then we make the A position, and then that's an A bar first fret, A bar second fret, A bar third fret. So anyway, here it goes. Here's a C major chord, and here it is in the E bar position. So it's going to be all the way up here on the 7th fret. Sorry, 8th fret. 8th fret, E bar position. So imagine that's the nut of your guitar, and you make an E major position here, and it's on this 8th fret. Okay, and that's a C major. Now, if I wanted to make that a minor, all I got to do is lift that middle finger off, and there's a minor. So C major. Off the E bar on the 7th fret. Now we can do the C major using an A bar based off the 3rd fret. So it's an A bar, looks like this. There's my C, 3rd fret. So imagine that's the nut of your guitar. You make an A major position, just like we did down here. Okay, so A, and there's my C major, 3rd fret. Now if I want to make it a minor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that into a minor chord, like an A minor position, off my bar, and there's my C minor. Major, minor, C major, C minor. It's off the 3rd fret. That's a C. Let's go to G now. Okay, so the G E bar position is going to be on the 3rd fret. So I'm going to use a 3rd fret bar with an E position. If I want to turn that into a G minor, I simply lift off my middle finger. G major, G minor. Now I can do that also using the A bar position. I can go all the way up here to the, let's see. I'm going to be up here on the 10th fret, so I'm going to bar the 10th fret. I'm going to take this finger, I'm going to cover the D, G, and B strings off the 12th fret. It's going to look like that. Okay, that's a major. To turn into a minor, I'm just going to imagine that's the nut of the guitar. I'm going to make it an A minor, like that A minor position. Because we're up here on the 10th fret, it's a G minor. G major, G minor. G major, G minor. Okay. Next one's going to be a D major. So let's go ahead and do it on the E bar position. The E bar position is going to be all the way up here on the 10th fret. I'm going to use that as my nut, and then I'm going to make my major position. Okay. So there's your 10th fret bar with an E major position right here. Turn it into a D. It's a D major chord. Turn it into a minor and take my middle finger and lift off. Here's my minor. Major. Minor. Okay, it's way up here for an acoustic guitar, but you guys playing electric, it'll be a lot easier. We can also do it using the A bar position. A bar position for a D is going to be the 5th fret. Okay, so I'm going to bar the 5th fret. I'm going to take this finger and bar 2 frets above on the G, D, G, and B string. And there's my D major position. Turn it into a minor. I'm just going to act like this is the nut of the guitar. We're going to turn it into an A minor position like that. Because it's up here on the 5th fret, it's a D minor. D minor, D major, D minor, D major. Okay. Next one is going to be an A. An A major chord. So we're going to use the E bar position first. So the E bar for an A major chord is going to be 5th fret. And then we're going to play our major position. Bingo. And again, to turn that into a minor, I just simply take my middle finger, lift it off, and there's my A minor. A minor, A major. A minor. We can do that now also off of the 12th fret for the A bar. So I'm going to bar my 12th fret, I'm going to bar my 14th fret on the D, G, and B string. Way up acoustic, but it still works. There's my A to turn into a minor. I'm doing minor position. There's my minor, major, and minor. That's an A. Okay, let's go to an E. So for an E bar, well, you already know what an E normal is down here, major. It's going to be all the way up here on the 12th fret. Now, because I've got an acoustic guitar, I don't have a cutaway, I can't really hit it very well, but it's going to look something like this. So what I'm doing is I'm attempting to bar my 12th fret, and then I'm playing the E position here. Now, like that song Ramble On by Led Zeppelin, you can just play this E position here and not even bar this 12th fret because it's already... Turn into a minor, I'm going to bar it and lift this middle finger off. That didn't sound more like a suspended chord, but I can't really fit it up here because it's an acoustic. Let's go now to the E bar A position. So we're going to use the A position, but it's going to be an E, it's an A bar E chord. So I'm going to do my 7th fret on the A string across, and then I'm going to use my major position there. There's my E major, turn into a minor position. There's my E minor. So you got E minor, E major. Alright, that's your E. Let's go to a B. Okay, so a B for, wait for Doug to get his cell phone off. Alright, E, we got the B. So a B major chord, using the bar, we're going to use an E bar position. We're going to be on the 7th fret. So I'm going to bar my 7th fret, I'm going to do my E position there. That's a B chord, a B major. Turn that into a minor. What do? I lift my middle finger off. There's my minor. On major. So this is E major, E minor. Sorry, B. B is in boy, Big Dan here. So B major on the 7th fret, B minor. That brings us to an F sharp. An F sharp major chord. The first F sharp major is going to be, we're going to use a 2nd fret, so we're going to use an E bar position. So we're going to use our 2nd fret barred over, and we're going to use the E position here. Here's my F sharp major. If I want to make that a minor, I take my middle finger and lift it off. There's my F major, minor. That's an F sharp using an E bar position. If we want to use the A bar position for an F sharp major chord, we're going to go all the way up. We're going to find our F notes. So we're going to go E, F, F sharp. So we're going to be up here on our 9th fret. We're going to bar the 9th fret, and we're going to play that A position. And there's my F sharp major using an A bar position on the 9th fret. And turn that into a minor chord. I'm going to just use a minor position. There's my F sharp minor using an A minor position, A bar. Here on the 9th fret, major, minor, major, minor. Okay, that's going to bring us to a C sharp, D flat. Same notes, same pitches, different name. So we'll do we'll start off with the E bar position for a C sharp, D flat. We're going to be up to C, A, B, C, C sharp. Here we are up here on the 9th fret again. I'm going to bar my 9th fret. I'm going to play my E major position on the 9th fret. Okay, and that is on the 9th fret. It's a C sharp or a D flat chord, major chord. Remember, it's called inharmonic. Same pitches, different name. To turn that into a C sharp or a D flat minor, I'm taking my middle finger and lift it off. My minor, my major. Okay, now to show you what it is on the A bar. It's going to be a C sharp, D flat, so we're going to make sure we start off on the C sharp, D flat fret for the A string, so that's going to be your 4th fret, so we're going to bar the 4th fret, and then we're going to play our major position there. There's our D flat, C sharp, major. To make it into a minor, I'm going to use my minor position. Remember, it's the 4th fret. So that's a C sharp or a D flat minor, C sharp, D flat major. Okay, that's going to bring us to an A flat major chord. The E, we're going to go ahead and use the E bar position. So we're going to go 4th fret first. So 4th fret, we're going to use our E major position, and it's going to be an A flat. So we got E, F, F sharp, G, A flat. So here we are in A flat with the major position, and A flat major. Turn that into make it an A flat minor. What am I going to do? I'm going to lift up that middle finger. There's a minor. There's my minor. There's my major. Down is major. Off is minor. Kind of tell too, because the major sounds kind of happy and the minor sounds kind of sad. Now to play that using the A bar position, because this is based off the E bar, we want to do an A flat. So we learned that our A up here on the A bar was all the way up here on the 12th fret. So an A flat is going to be on the 11th fret. So here we are on the 11th fret. Let me turn that on. Here we are on the 11th fret. So I'm going to do an 11th fret bar. I'm going to use an A position here. That's my A flat. To make it into a minor, I'm just going to do the minor position. There's a minor, there's a major, that's on the 11th fret. The 11th fret. That brings us to an E flat major chord, an E flat major chord. Well, to do an E bar, E flat major chord, we're going to go ahead and use the 11th fret again, and then we're going to play the E position here, but on the 11th fret. So I'm barring the 11th and then making my E position right here. There's my E flat. To make that a minor, I take that middle finger, lift it off. There's my E flat minor. If I can squeeze it in there. It's really tough on this acoustic here. Major, minor. I'm kind of buffing this one, but anyway, that's your A bar using the E flat. I'm sorry, where were we at? We were at A flat. A flat, I'm sorry. A flat. I'm going to get lost here. A flat, so it's 11th fret. And then we went to the E flat, which was down here. So this is an E flat, E bar position. So the major was that, the minor was that. To go ahead and show you what an E flat is on the A bar position, it's going to be on the 6th fret. So I'm going to use my 6th fret bar, and I'm going to use an A position. And there's my E flat using an A position, A bar position, and then turn it into a minor. I'm going to use that minor position. There's my minor position, my major position. That's off the 6th fret. That makes it an E flat major, E flat minor. That brings us to a B flat. The B flat major chord using an E bar position is going to be the 6th fret. I'm going to bar over the 6th fret, and then I'm going to do an E position from there. So here's my E position. It's going to look and sound like that. Turn that into a B flat minor. I simply lift off my middle finger. There's my B flat minor, B flat major, B flat minor. That's the E bar position. 6th fret becomes a B flat chord. If I want to use the A bar position for a B flat, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to use the first position, 1st fret. I'm going to bar the 1st fret, and then I'm going to bar that, use that A position. This is a tough chord here for some of you beginners. Sound like that. Turn that into a minor. I'm going to take this position and turn it into a minor position. So it's an A minor position on the 1st fret. Because it's on the 1st fret, it's a B flat minor chord. B flat major, E flat minor. That brings us to an F. An F major position. Bar chord using the E bar position is going to be our 1st fret. I'm going to bar the 1st fret. I'm going to do an E major position. That's an F major chord. To turn that into a minor, I simply take the middle finger, lift it up. Back to a major, put it back. If I want to do an F chord and use the A bar position, I'm going to come all the way up here to the 8th fret. So I'm going to bar my 8th fret, and then I'm going to take and make my A position. There's my F major chord. It's an A bar, A major bar position, but it's on the 8th fret. Makes it an F major chord. To turn that into an F minor chord, I'm going to turn that into a minor position. There's my F minor position. There's my F major position. Okay. So we just went around all 12 of the bar chords. I just showed you the 12 major for the E bar position, the 12 minor for the E bar position. I showed you the 12 major for the A bar position, the 12 minor for the A bar position. And again, if you need a better understanding of what the E bar and the A bar position means, go back to the database and search under E bar position or A bar position, and you'll get a great explanation for it. All right, this is Dan. We'll see you next time.